how you guys doing today? Welcome to another episode of Headspin. I'm here today with music producer Ralo Stylez. So, Ralo, how did you get into music?
Man, it's a family business, you know what I mean? I basically was thrusted into it. You know, my mom went back to school. They planned me, my mom and my dad. They planned me around, the summer break. And my mom knew that she was gonna have a small window of opportunity to actually be able to give birth and spend time with me when I was born. So immediately after, she had me, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks, I was at Studio D on West Boulevard in Hyde Park, man. So I really, Soul Train dancers, you know what I mean? And the whole nine, so.
That's cool though.
Yeah, shout out to Leon Silvers and Solar Records, you know what I mean? And Nidra, for giving us the opportunity, giving my dad and Delecta and them the opportunity to be there. And that's where I pretty much got my start, at like 1.
Well, so what did your dad do?
My dad is a trained, seasoned classical pianist. He's been playing for over 50 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he actually was like the one that instilled everything that I know about music into me. He taught me how to produce and sequence. We had this keyboard called the Chord Trinity. I don't know if anybody out there remembers that. That's a throwback, but it's popular for Ralo and them. They used it to do the grinding beat. And so it was just a popular industry keyboard, and I remember he had that keyboard, and I would hear the sounds on the radio on the keyboard, and I started picking up the sequence. I watched him put songs together for the choir at our church and all of that, and I just, I ended up going full throttle. I was about 13, so my entire life.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So basically, you were born in it. You didn't.
I
it was like
flute,
no other option.
I play the flute. I dabble out the keys. I do electronic drum tracking. I just picked up a lot of different, knacks.
Yeah.
Just being immersed in it, growing up in it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where your passion grew from, just being around it all the time, or was it like?
I think hip hop is where the passion, because the music was just, that was life. It wasn't like I thought, oh, one day I'm gonna be famous for doing music, until I was exposed to hip hop. And I remember one of my dad's nephews, he's one of the main ones. He put me up on DJ Quick. And when I first heard DJ Quick, I was like, and there was one particular song,
This is what I want to do.
Man, that was my bar. And then right shortly thereafter, Dre and Snoop came with The Chronic.
Oh, yeah.
And first the deep cover soundtrack and then The Chronic, and then there was a whole campaign of special group, St. I special group music. That shit is really influential, man. Rap music is very influential.
Yeah,
but it was just a lifestyle that made me be like, wow, okay, gave the musicality in me a place to live. Like, okay, this has some place we could go with it.
Yeah. Wow. I can imagine just growing up in something and then getting to do that, that being you,
Yeah.
You just since you was a kid, just be like, man, it's music. And
I've been on it. Anybody that knows me, they know I'm not lying. That's really genuinely
right.
First, second, third grade. By the time I was bringing beat CDs to school, for real, playing beats for kids. That's how I started making beats, because I was rapping, and we didn't have any of the. Napster just came into. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Napster. If people are still familiar.
Yeah, I used to be on Napster, getting my free downloads on.
Prior to that, if you wanted to get an instrumental, you had to buy the actual single. Yeah. And then on the single, they would have the B-side, the instrumental or whatever. They had a couple instrumentals on there for you to get on. So that's where me honing my skills as a producer came into. It's I couldn't just live off of those beats.
Yeah.
I needed to be able to control what it sounded like. I needed access. So that's what made the passion,
Right. So what are some projects or some things that you've worked on?
I was the executive producer of the Marathon for Nipsey Hussle. That's the claim. That's what everybody's they usually get floored at that.
That's big. I mean, that's a part of music history now. Nipsey, that's written in history.
Absolutely, so. Man. Thank God.
Right.
At the time when we recorded, we didn't know that it was going to be of the magnitude that it was. But we did know that mixtapes was the answer to you know, a situation that was happening with media. And the media thing, it's the democratization of media, which is basically everybody has access now.
Right.
So
because there's so much social media and different outlets,
Yeah, everybody has the ability to create. Everybody has a MacBook, they got GarageBand, they got Fruity Loops, whatever they have access to be able to create content. And so you don't have to know somebody that knows somebody to get into the big studio to finally hear your voice, you know what I mean? And with that being said,
do it at home.
The mixtape was the new
platform.
Dirty Sprite 2, No Ceilings, you know, Rich Forever, Savage Life. But of course, you know, the fans of hip hop, they're gonna put Marathon in that list as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was an honor to work on that with Nipsey. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle and All Money and Family, all my brothers, you feel me? Like, they really, we had a moment there when we worked on that.
Who else have you worked with? So those are some of the other artists.
Another artist that I've been working with heavily is Cuzzy Capone, one of the Stylez boys, Cuzzy Capone. But really, I really did most of the stuff Nipsey Hussle, like his seminal producer and in-house, you know. So I'm just now starting to branch off and get more experience with other artists. But I've worked with Zero and Slim Thug and Don Kennedy and you know, T-Fly. We got a bunch of records and stuff that we haven't released yet. So I'm getting out there, you know.
You know, getting a foot in.
Man,
sometimes you gotta kick the door in, but you know.
You gotta keep your feet moving. It's like in football, they tell you keep your feet moving. You know what I mean? You definitely in this game. Once you get in the door, you don't want to get comfortable by the water cooler. You gotta wiggle in the room and really get out there and let them, you know, let them see your face.
Right.
You know, let your face be seen so they know you're serious about this green.
Right.
You know.
So, with that being said, what's your goals for the next 5 years? Like, where you want to see yourself go in this?
I want placements. You know, but what I'm gonna do, what I will parlay the placements into is probably a production deal or some type of recording situation where I'll be able to not only record my ideas for other artists, but as a solo artist and cultivate talent as well as a producer.
Right.
So we're just trying to make it, you know, make it mainstream, corporate. You know, take Ralo Stylez and turn it into what Timberland is or what Dark
branding
Child.
Yourself, basically,
you know what I mean? A Dark Child or you know Rodney Jerry. Excuse me, I already said that. Or Teddy Riley, you know, pattern myself in the footsteps of the greats that came before me.
Right. Well, I know you for years, and I definitely can tell you're on your way. So
hopefully,
I believe in you, and I know you got what it takes. You know, it's just the grind. Just don't stop.
Hopefully, our next interview, I'll be telling you about all these placements. And I don't know where to spend all this money at. You know what I mean? But you know, it's feasting. The game is feast and famine. That's one thing I've been down for a long time in this game, and it's feast and famine. Today we could be eating, you know what I mean? Crab legs and you know what I mean, eggs Benedict, and tomorrow it could be, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That just shows don't give up. Sometimes you're gonna have downs, you're gonna have ups in whatever you do, but you gotta keep striving. You gotta keep pushing forward. Most definitely. So. What are you doing? Like, don't you have some like charity stuff coming up? And
actually, not really charity. My mom just wrote a grant, and she went to the White House and got money from Michelle and Barack Obama. It's like one of the last things they're doing. They just approved 7 grants from 7 different elementary schools.
Wow.
And one of the schools is a school in Watts called it was formerly 102nd Street School. It's now called Florence Griffith Joyner Elementary School. My mom is the principal of the school. And we basically getting ready to do a music program. We're gonna have Smokey Robinson come and work with us to help us develop, you know, talent out of the projects. We over there in the Jordan Downs really, you know, trying to make something happen. So it's a little bit of philanthropy mixed with a little bit of, you know, music education mixed with, you know, the West African drums and you know, the whole recording process. We're just gonna basically mix everything up and, you know, give it to the kids and see how, you know, how it impacts their lives.
Right, which is awesome. You have to, the children are the future. Whitney was telling the truth when she said that. They are the future.
And when they have extracurricular activities, they do better in school.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like an adult. If you have something that you're passionate about outside of your job, you don't just get caught in a rat race. You know, you at work because you're doing this so you can go, you know, to this third place.
Right.
You know, it's not work, it's not home, it's someplace else where you enjoy. And I think that's extracurricular for the kids. It's like football, music. And if you notice, you don't see a lot of kids walking down the street with their violins and their flutes and their trumpets anymore. They've taken the funding out of the schools for music education. And so that's probably one of the reasons why grades are suffering and illiteracy is, you know, at an all-time high, because there's no there's no reason for the kids to be passionate.
Yeah. So. Well, future episodes, I'm gonna try to find funds that you guys can donate to help the kids get music back in school, because we definitely need to do that. Music is such a big thing. Like it really helps your mind just grow and expand, and it's a language within itself of its own. So definitely I'll look for that in the future. I'm gonna find somewhere where that helps children's school programs that you guys can donate to. I'll keep you posted. But wow, I'm really happy to be interviewing you right now, because I've been trying to get an interview with Ralo for a while. So besides that, like, what are you doing now? Where are you working at? What's going on?
I just got a studio downtown.
Yeah.
I'm in there cooking every night. I'm making beats. I'm working on a solo project right now.
Right.
So I recorded like maybe 30 songs.
Yeah.
And I'm narrowing it down to like 7. I want to put out an EP and because I've been waiting on artists for so long, you know, not saying that I'm not into that. Yeah. Because I love all the artists that I worked with. I love the experiences that we shared on the road and in the studio, and just it's priceless. You can't put,
learning, growing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I learned from all of the rappers. And when you listen to my stuff, you're gonna be like, man, I can hear some Nipsey, I hear Cuzzy, I hear a little YG in there. Just because I've been influenced by the artists that I've been around. You know what I mean? And I saw the spark in them that made it be, okay, they could just get in a booth and, okay. So I'm gonna try it out. And the first single that I want to drop is called Soda. I got the artwork done for it.
Oh yeah, I've heard this. I've heard this song. It's a really good song.
And it was an accident how it happened too. I was making another record. Yeah. And then I chopped and screwed a part of my voice, and the song got looped at that chop. Yeah. And it was like, when I heard it, I'm like, what is that? So I exported that and then started a whole.
Like, wait, is this a hit?
Yeah, man, it was some other shit. Yeah, like the one song that I was just going through the motions, because sometimes when it's like, you know, anything else, when you show up to work, you're not always on fire. You know what I mean? You get in there and you just clocked in or whatever. You need to have your coffee. But eventually, once you get on the phone or whatever your job consists of, once you get the, you know, cobwebs out of your mind for the day, then you're able to zone in. And it was one of those records where it was like, wow, I was just showing up, taking a shot, doing what we say, you know, in my squad, we say a brick a day. Yeah. You know, we're not gonna, you know, conquer the whole shit today, but we're gonna write a verse or we're gonna make a beat or at least do something so that tomorrow
we're gonna at least lay that foundation, that first
it's a brick a day. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was just laying a brick, and then man, I came with Soda. I got goosebumps because that record, I mean, I could be tripping y'all, but y'all let me know when y'all get a bar of this. You know, it's called Soda. It's written and produced by myself. You know what I mean? I got the artwork.
Well, I'm definitely a big fan, so I know. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan. I've heard he does R&B, y'all, hip hop. This guy is a jack of all trades. Beats, everything, mixes it all. I mean, check him out. If you ain't heard of Ralo Stylez, you was sleeping. For sure, you're sleeping.
She said it, not me, man. They heard, they know what's up, man. And if for those that don't know, you know what I mean, we're gonna keep giving y'all some good music, man. So
most definitely. Okay, so what advice do you have for like up and coming future generations, or just people that are like, this really what they want to do? You know, it's like,
be careful what you wish for. Yeah. Because we live in a universe that gives you what you want. Right. And especially when you say it and it's like lined up with your chord. It's like somehow you are, you know, instrument, and your chord has everything to do with it. So when you say something and you like, man, I'm finna, like my whole thing was, I want to make music and I want everybody to love my music. When I was a kid, because I grew up in the around music, and I just, you know, I wanted to be accepted as a musician.
Right, you want to make good music.
Yeah, I want to make good music. So my wish was always concise with that, and God gave me the universe, if you will, whatever you want to call it, because I know what I believe in, you know, but everybody has their own system.
Yeah.
But not to get sidetracked on that, I got what I asked for.
Right.
You know, but I was on a bus stop, and cars was flying by, and these niggas was having great days, sitting on Alpinas and whatever, and they playing my music, but I'm on a bus stop because I just wanted to just be heard.
Right.
So now I don't ask the universe for that anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
you're like, wait, I want some money from this too, but
you don't want to ask amiss for money because you gotta know what you're gonna do. So now I have a plan. It's like, this is what I genuinely am about. Right. I'm a music machine. I make music, and I want to become a music mogul.
Right.
So I tell the universe activities and actions that are concise with that. Because me being a good musician doesn't ensure that. Me being a good businessman will ensure that. And so that's what I'm on right now, is making sure that I'm, you know, in 20 years, that what I wanted at 33 is concise with what I have at 53.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I definitely got what I wanted at 13. At 33, I got it. For real, I'm for real.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's deep. It's deep. It's deeper than rap.
It's way deeper than rap. Be careful what you. And I'm around all my friends got what they wish for too.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not just saying that to try to sell anybody a book or no religion or none of that. Go get a bar of it for yourself. We live in a universe that really does that. Am I lying?
Yeah, no, it delivers what you ask for.
Yeah.
The law of attraction is real.
It's so
most
real.
Definitely.
It's so real.
So make sure you're trying to attract the right things.
And make sure you want the people who you. Another thing I would give advice: if you're an artist, whoever you want to show up to your shows, talk to them when you're in the booth. You know, because when we went on tour, it was a lot of tough ass niggas on tour. What's up, my nigga, and all this. So I'm like, bro, you know, after a while, I'm like, this shit is overwhelming. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to have a testosterone competition. I want, you know, ladies like yourself. You feel me?
Right. So if you want to rap to the ladies, rap who you want around you, right?
I'm just saying, if that's not your style, you want to rap to niggas, and you like niggas like that, you know, keep rapping to niggas. You know, they gonna show up, you know. But you get what you ask for, you feel me? So that's that's my biggest advice that I'll give to anybody and to myself first, is to just make sure that I want what I'm working towards.
Right. Because you know what? I read a thing that Erykah Badu had said that words are spells. So if you want what you want, write it down. So I know that's huge, especially with being a musician. Because if you're speaking this stuff or writing it, you're writing it into existence.
Amen.
So this little game from Erykah Badu. Well, I just really want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview Ralo. I really appreciate you. I really do.
Pleasure's all mine.
And I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. If you can dream it, you can do it. And I just want y'all to have a blessed evening, and that's a wrap.